I am here to report a robbery, a Howie robbery from Las Vegas. Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, kick Dingbat here and breaking news, mother humping news. We got an Eagles trade. That's right. You knew Howie Roseman wasn't going to sit long. He's trading way quicker than I thought he was. And I think he might have got a good one here. I think he might have had another giant Howie robbery, baby. Howie, he does it again. But what else can we expect from this guy? Here we go. Let's check this out right now. And this is perfect timing because I'm literally like 25 minutes away from going and heading out with my kids. I'm taking them out tonight, and I promised them. So this is perfect timing. Adam Schefter's reporting this. The Raiders are sending cornerback Jakorian Bennett to the Eagles in exchange for defensive tackle Thomas Booker, per sources. Now, Thomas Booker is a good player. He's a good player, but you look at the depth at defensive tackle for the Eagles, and I think it's an expendable piece, especially when you have a situation that I believe is a cornerback situation here, right? Vic Fangio spoke today. He said that he thought the matchup between Adoree Jackson and between Ringo were going good. I can only assume this is a move for the cornerback spot to at least compete. But, and look, I don't know a lot about Jakorian Bennett. I'm going to be quite honest with you. We've seen Howie do this before. He gets a defensive back, then they convert him to a safety. So keep that in mind as a possibility of something the Eagles could do, okay? But here we go. Jakorian Bennett, 5'10", 210 pounds. I believe he just was getting ready to turn 25 years old. He's young, okay? And what I can see from this, right, he's got 2 years left on his contract. This is typical Howie Roseman. He likes guys, 1 year left, 2 years left. He's not making any money. So Howie would love this contract, okay? Now, Jeff McClain wrote this. Jakorian Bennett will get tossed into the cornerback mix and compete for the open spot on the outside with Ringo and Jackson. So we could assume that's where he's going to be. Read into what you will how that competition has gone. Fangio confirmed what has been obvious. No one had separated from the pack. So they're looking for somebody to take and win that cornerback 2 job. They're going to now throw Bennett into the mix. Now, like I said, it seems like people on Raider Nation are not too happy with this deal. They kind of like this kid, okay? Ted Nugent said this, never trade with Howie. I get that Bennett doesn't fit Carroll's profile, but he was so productive last season and is so young, don't like this trade. All right, and let's go over a little bit of what Bennett did in rankings and stuff. Jakorian Bennett ranks among NFL's cornerbacks with 450-plus snaps. 18 receptions allowed, 3rd. 37 targets, tied for 10th. 176 yards allowed, 2nd. 0 touchdowns, tied with 1st. 9 pass breakups, tied with 4th. It's a mother-humping Howie mother-humping robbery. 62.4 QBR, 6th, and held Jamar Chase to 3 catches for 16 yards with pass breakup. We got our number cornerback 2 in August. This was what they were thinking. This is what the Raiders were thinking. He's gone. He's come to Philly. This is Howie robbery. This kid sounds like a player. This kid sounds like somebody that they can use. Now, I always think of the C.J. Gardner-Johnson thing. Everybody thought when they traded him that night that he came and he got traded, oh, we got our slot corner. No, found out he's going to go to safety. I don't think they're trying to put this kid at safety. I'm not saying it, even though, I'm keeping my eye on it. But obviously the Eagles don't feel comfortable with the corners and the corner depth that they have. They don't feel, especially like that cornerback 2 spot is maybe working out. Maybe they don't feel like Ringo or Dory Jackson. Either of them are playing good enough to have it. Maybe they're bringing a competition for something else. We'll have to wait and see. But the one thing I know, when the Eagles need to go out and get some pieces, when they need to go out and get somebody, that's what they do. That's what they do. This is Howie Roseman. Howie robbery. While the Dallas Cowboys, we're going to pay Micah, are crying the blues, and Mark Holmes is doing 90,000 videos a day. Oh, Mike, I love you almost as much as Dak. Bend over. And then you got Washington trying to get rid of Terry McLaurin. I mean, these teams are on chaos. What does Howie do? He goes to Vegas, and he has a heist. Giant heist in Vegas. You know what I mean? It's like crazy, dude. It's crazy. Howie did it again. This sounds like a really good player in terms of he's young, he's got playing experience, and he could come in and perhaps compete for that starting outside job. Look, I'm open to it. These are the kind of moves I like way better, okay? Let me just put this out there before I go. But this is way better than just signing Justin Simmons. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is way better. I would rather get a young guy that you could come in, you feel like has talent and ability that you could mold, and you do it. And you do it that way than going out and getting these 31-year-old guys, 32-year-old guys that don't have nothing left, that can't be told what to do or, whatever, or can't change it up because they're just so set in their ways. This is going to end up being a really, really good move by Howie Roseman. This is going to end up coming back and biting the NFC East, everybody else. I mean, look, I think it's said perfectly. Don't trade with Howie Roseman. Don't trade with Howie Roseman, because when you do, you get destroyed. And look, Thomas Booker is good. He's really good. But you've got a lot of depth at defensive tackle. With the kid, what's the kid, Gabe Hall or something? They probably really like what they're seeing from all their defensive tackles. But with Jordan Davis being in great shape, with the drafting of Ty Robinson, with the emergence at camp so far of Ojomo, who's been really, let's be honest, one of the stars of the whole entire training camp. When you look at the defensive tackles, you're deep enough. If you're going out and you need a corner, go get the corner. This kid going up against Jamar Chase, and you're telling me he held him to 3 catches for 16 yards? Is that true? I'm gonna have to confirm this. But according to this, held Jamar Chase to 3 catches for 16 yards with a pass breakup. That's insane, dude. That's insane if that's true. This kid looks like he's got talent. He looks like he's poised to come in and compete for that starting job. Now, the one reason why I think it could be on the outside corner is because you still got 2 guys competing for the job, but you want to throw somebody else into the mix, and you want somebody in that mix, then what you might do is you might try to bring a guy as early as possible. Because why? Because you have 3 preseason games to go. You still have 3 preseason games to go. So why not go out there and why not bring him in as soon as possible if you can? This is the kind of trade that I'm talking about. I just talked about this last week. Like, you got to do the C.J. Gardner-Johnson type trade. A guy, 1-2 years left, young, just maybe for whatever reason isn't fitting with the team he is. That's the kind of guy you bring in, okay? Now, I'm assuming this is for cornerback. Great. If the other guys aren't doing what they have to do to win the job, then go get them. But I don't know. We'll see. I still wonder about the safety position. I still think it's something that you might have to do. Could they get Ringo and put him at safety? I mean, you still have time. You haven't played one preseason game. Why not? I don't know. It's such an interesting, and it's such a typical Howie Roseman trade. You gotta love it. You've gotta love it, man. This kid is and seems like a perfect fit for Philly in typical Howie Roseman fashion. I will be with you guys tomorrow live for practice, and we will be talking about this. But I think this is a sneaky, big-time move. No doubt about it. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, Howie Vision, baby. We're all just living in it.
Oh, God. No. I want to be like the Eagles.
That's all, folks.
The brother screwed us.